Hello and Assalamu alaikum. We are going to revise the topics ocean and seas. Let's start our topic. First of all, you have to learn about the difference between oceans and seas. Oceans are larger bodies of salty water and they are covering two-thirds of the surface of the earth, almost 70%, 70 to 75%, while seas cover 20 to 25%. Oceans are large bodies of water, while seas are comparatively small in size. Salt water is found in ocean, while saline water is found in sea. Oceans are very deep, while seas are shallower. Oceans are enclosed by land, or they surrounded the land, and seas are partially enclosed by land. They covered the land. And rare marine life is found in ocean because of the depth, and abundant of marine life is found in seas because of the shallower water. And oceans are used in industries like natural gas, oil, etc. And commercial use of seas are for fishing, recreational and sports activities, etc. So you have to learn the difference between oceans and seas. Then the deepest points of five ocean. You must learn about these trenches with the depth, and these are Mariana Trench, Mole Deep Trench in Arctic Ocean, Puerto Rico Trench, South Sandwich Trench, and Diamantina Trench in Indian Ocean. Then area and depth of the major oceans of the world. You have to learn the oceans in order. And these are Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern Ocean. And you must learn the area and the average depth of each ocean. Then famous canals. Panama Canal and Suez Canals are two famous canals. Length is given here, and Panama link Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, while Suez Canal connect the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea. Then the definition of river. River is a moving body of water that flows down hills because of the force of gravity. And river flow from a highland like mountain, and some rivers flow year round and other flow seasonally. Some are permanent rivers and some are seasonal river, but we are going to learn about the river system here. The river system is made up of five components: source, stream, tributaries, mouths, and distributaries. You can learn how to label the diagram. Source, then meanders, then delta, mouth, etc. Then the definition of all the components of the river system. Source, the place from where a river starts. Stream, flowing body of water. Tributaries, small streams that join the large stream. Mouth, the place on which the river enters into sea or ocean. Distributaries, at the last stage the river distribute in small channels or make small stream. These are known as distributaries. Estuary, a place where coastal water body like fresh water, rivers and stream mix with salt water from the ocean. Where the salty and the saline water mix is known as estuary. Here the river system. You can see stream, spring, drainage divide, tributary, confluence, delta, and ocean. Now drainage basin. The whole area drained by a river is called drainage basin, and the boundary of this drainage basin is known as watershed. Then the water cycle. Water always remain in the process of recycling, or the continuous movement of water from the earth's surface to the atmosphere, and from the atmosphere to the earth's surface is a continuous process, and this process is known as water cycle or hydrological cycle. And the elements of hydrological cycle are evaporation, condensation, transpiration, and precipitation. And you have to learn the definition of all these components or elements of hydrological cycle. Then currents. Ocean current is a continuous directed movement of seawater generated by a number of forces acting upon the water. including wind, Coriolis effect, breaking waves, cabling, and the temperature and salinity difference. And these are the definitions or explanation, and you have to learn the explanation about the primary and secondary forces that cause currents. Then importance of oceans and seas. Seas and oceans cover more than two-thirds of the Earth's surface and have several important roles. They help us in transportation and especially for international trade. Uh, they play a vital role in water cycle. They provide 50% oxygen. They act as a natural carbon reservoirs and uh, absorb the carbon dioxide. Okay. Then they are source of a food and employment. Then economic growth, they help in economic growth, and the global economy benefit from oceans. And then fishing is a major activity, and these main fishing grounds are provided by oceans and seas. Then different features linked with seas are island. You can see the diagram. Island, any area of land smaller than a continent and entirely surrounded by water. Island may occur in oceans, seas, lakes, or rivers. A group of island is called archipelago. And then peninsula, piece of land that is almost entirely surrounded by water, but it is connected to the mainland on one side, water on three sides. Bay, a part of coast where the land curves in so that the sea is surrounded by land on three sides. Then isthmus, strait, and the gulf. You can see the diagram and you have to learn the definition of all these. Then the most important, the difference between the bay and the gulf. Bay is partially surrounded by land, while a gulf is largely surrounded by land. Bay is broader mouth or inlet, while gulf has narrow mouth or inlet. Bay is smaller than a gulf, and gulf is larger than a bay. Then bay is formed due to erosion, and gulf is formed by movement of earth crust. Bay is circular in shape, and gulf is long and narrow in shape. Bay is connected to the ocean, and gulf is generally connected to ocean. Then the difference between island and peninsula. These are also written in your book, but here I have given more comprehensive words. Thank you and have a nice day. Best of luck.